He left his laptop open while he showered. 10 minutes later, my entire world collapsed. My name is Nicole. And up until 3 weeks ago, I believed I was dating the man I'd marry someday. His name is Josh. Charming, witty, obsessively organized. The kind of guy who color codes his planner and meal preps like it's a competition. We met at a corporate mixer last year. He worked in finance. I was in tech. We bonded over cold coffee and forced small talk. Things moved fast. Within months, we were living together, planning the future, and even opened a joint savings account. Josh made you feel like you were the only one who mattered. He remembered tiny details. How I took my coffee, my childhood pet's name, even the lipstick I wore on our first date. So when things started to shift, I didn't want to admit it. It began with little things. More late nights at work. Calls he'd take outside. A new phone passcode. He blamed deadlines, said he was close to a big promotion. And I, foolishly, believed him. Then came the laptop. Josh never left it unlocked. But that morning, running late for his friend's baby shower, he jumped into the shower and left it open on the table. Maybe it was curiosity. Maybe it was instinct. But something told me, look. His browser was chaos, but one phrase grabbed my attention. Baby Registry. At first, I figured it was for his friend's shower. But then I clicked. There it was, his full name. Joshua Dean Reynolds, alongside a woman named Emily Carter. My heart started pounding. The registry wasn't old. Had been updated yesterday. Crib. Diapers. Personalized onesies. One note read, "Can't wait to welcome baby girl Reynolds this June." I felt like I'd been punched by the universe. I took screenshots, all of it. Every item. Every message. Every congratulations from friends and family. I sat frozen until I heard the shower stop. Josh walked out in a towel, smiling like nothing had just shattered. I didn't confront him. Not yet. I needed more than just a registry. I needed to destroy him. That night I faked a migraine. Told him to go to the shower without me. I knew Emily wouldn't be there. She was nearly 8 months along and lived 2 hours away in a town called Pinebrook. While he was out, I did something I never imagined. I hired a private investigator. His name was Leo. Rough around the edges, but sharp. I sent him everything. The screenshots, Josh's schedule, Emily's name. He promised updates by the end of the week. I didn't even have to wait that long. 2 days later, Leo called. "Nicole," he said, "your boyfriend's living a double life." Josh had a second apartment in Pinebrook, paid through an LLC. He went there every weekend, told me he was running errands or helping his mom, Emily. She was his fiancée, a kindergarten teacher. They'd been together for 2 years. 6 months ago they had a small engagement party. Josh told me he was at a work conference that weekend. Emily had no clue I existed. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. Smiled. Because now I had everything I needed. Step 1, the visit. That Saturday, I told Josh I was going to my sister's for the weekend. I packed a bag, made him pancakes, kissed him goodbye, just like always. Then I drove straight to Pinebrook. Emily's house was a quaint blue home on a sleepy street. I parked a few houses down and waited until Josh pulled into her driveway around 11 a.m. He had flowers and a gift bag that read, "Daddy-to-be, ugh." 10 minutes later I rang the doorbell. Emily opened it. She looked tired, swollen feet, messy bun, but still had that glow I hadn't seen in months. "Hi, can I help you?" she asked. Took a breath. "You don't know me, but I'm Josh's girlfriend. Or, I was until about 5 minutes ago." Her smile disappeared instantly. "I'm sorry, what? I live with him. We've been together a year. I found your baby registry last week." She didn't slam the door. She didn't yell. She just stepped back like she'd seen a ghost. Then she whispered. "He told me he was renting that place for work." We sat down. Compared timelines. Holidays he missed. Lies he told. Even the baby's name, Ava, was one Josh and I had picked for our future child. Revenge. Practically wrote itself. Emily was fierce. Pregnancy didn't slow her down. She wanted justice just as much as I did. We waited 2 days. She invited Josh to a surprise dinner, said it was a baby celebration. What he walked into was a living room full of reckoning. Emily, me, her sister, my best friend, 2 of his co-workers, who, by the way, had also heard different stories about his weekends. He froze at the door. If guilt had a scent, it reeked off him. Emily stood first. Hey babe, want to explain how you managed a whole second life? He stuttered, tried to joke, then looked at me and said, Nicole, you didn't have to drag her into this. Wrong move. Emily pulled out the ultrasound picture and tore it clean in half. You don't get to speak, she said. You're not her father anymore. You're just the mistake I needed to grow past. We both dumped him that night. Emily kicked him out of the Pinebrook house. I cleared out our apartment the same evening and left only one thing behind, a framed printout of the baby registry on his pillow. I also contacted HR at his firm. Turns out, he'd violated multiple ethics policies, including falsified travel reports. Oh, and using the company card to buy gifts for both me and Emily. Thanks, Leo. He was fired by Friday. It's been a month. Emily and I still talk. She's doing great, strong, focused, and ready to raise Ava without the shadow of betrayal. As for me, I'm rebuilding, learning to trust myself again. I didn't just lose a liar. I dodged a lifetime of deception. And the next time I see a baby registry, you better believe I'm double-checking the names.